Laura stood beside the well in her family compound, pulling up a bucket of water. At 23, she carried responsibilities far heavier than her years. She had no parents, only her younger sister Tyler, who was 14 and still clung to innocence. As Laura lifted the bucket, hurried footsteps broke the calm. "Laura!" Tyler shouted, running towards her with excitement. "A man from town brought this." She handed Laura a folded white paper. Laura wiped her hands and opened it carefully. Her breath caught. It was a job offer, an opportunity in Lagos, good pay, international affairs. Laura's hand trembled. This was the chance she had prayed for. That evening, she made her decision. The next day, she took Tyler to her aunt's house. "I'll come back for you," Laura promised, holding her sister's face. "I swear." Tyler nodded, though fear lingered in her eyes. By nightfall, Laura was on her way to the city. Lagos was overwhelming, loud, restless, and unforgiving. The building Laura was taken to did not feel like an office, but she ignored her doubts. Inside, she noticed strange clothing, unusual behavior, and symbols etched into the skins of many women. Their laughter felt forced. Their eyes looked tired. Suddenly,
"Are you Laura?" "Yes, I am."
she led her to the boss's office.
You're welcome. Please follow me.
Inside sat an aged, dark-skinned man with a strange and unsettling appearance. It did not take long for Laura to realize the truth. The job was not what she had been told. Not having anywhere else to go, she struggled to cope until she met Linda. Linda was gentle, kind, and quietly strong. They became close, supporting each other through difficult days. In each other, they found comfort and hope until one night everything changed. They were at the club, carrying out their usual hustle for customers, when raised voices suddenly filled the building. Loud sounds echoed, and fear spread across. Gunshots in the air. A group stormed in, angry, determined, searching for someone to blame over a failed deal. Panic erupted. People ran in every direction. The gang shot randomly at people. Laura ran to hide and save herself. After a while, when the noise reduced, she summoned courage to look for Linda. She found Linda lying in a pool of her own blood. Laura tried to help her, lifting her despite the pain Linda was in. Suddenly, a violent bang hit the door of the room they were hiding in. The walls shook. Aggressive shouts echoed closer. Linda grabbed Laura's arms. "Go!" she cried. "You must leave." Laura shook her head, tears streaming down her face. "I can't leave you." "You must," Linda said, forcing the words out. "Please." She pressed a small photograph into Laura's hand. It was a picture of a young boy. "My son. His name is Daniel. The address written behind the photograph is where he stays. Promise me you protect him." Laura promised. As Linda continued speaking, Laura noticed a deep cut on Linda's arm, carved with the words, "K-Lord Gang." "Down the hallway, to the left," Linda whispered. "There is a secret door. Use it to escape." Another loud hit struck the door. Laura's heart shattered even more. With one last look, she turned and ran. Laura followed the narrow hidden hallway as Linda had directed. Her legs burned and her breath came in sharp gasps. To the left of the passage stood the green emergency door. She opened the door, slipped inside, and closed it behind her. Silence. The room was dimly lit with a faint blue glow. Laura pressed herself against the wall, forcing herself to remain calm. She stayed there until the noise outside slowly faded. When she finally looked around, she noticed writing on the wall, instructions, an emergency phone number, and an exit route. She memorized everything, then she followed the path and disappeared into the night. The next evening, Laura found an old phone booth. With shaking hands, she dialed the number. A woman answered calmly. "Are you safe?" "Yes," Laura whispered. The voice gave her directions to a remote location outside the city. Laura followed them without question. What she found shocked her. Waiting for her was a team of armed women, disciplined and alert. They moved with purpose. "I'm looking for someone named Kira," Laura said. She was led forward. Kira was present. Kira listened as Laura told her story, from the job offer to Linda's final request. When Laura finished, Kira nodded her head slowly. "You survived for a reason," she said. Laura was taken in, treated, and cared for. For the first time in a long while, she felt safe. On December 20, Laura began a new chapter of her life. Training was intense. Laura learned discipline, strategy, and resilience. She pushed beyond her limits, growing stronger with each passing year. Her dedication set her apart. Kira grew close to her, and over time, Laura shared Linda's story and the promise she had made. From that moment, their goal became shared. Early in her journey, Laura searched for Daniel. She found him in a foster home. She took him in, raised him, and protected him as her own. Every step Laura took towards strength was for him. She also traveled home to bring Tyler to safety. Months later, Laura and Kira uncovered the group responsible for the pain they had caused, operating on the outskirts of the city. The path was difficult, involving several dangerous confrontations, but they succeeded. Their leader was captured and dealt with. What had been built on suffering was dismantled. Laura and Kira seized the group's resources and funds. Laura chose not to keep anything to herself. Instead, something new was created. Somewhere in Lagos stands an empire built on compassion. Hospitals, schools, and support centers, open to all and free of charge. No one knows who owns it. No one knows who truly runs it. Tyler had become matured enough to manage the empire alongside Daniel. Laura watches from afar. One quiet evening, Laura stands alone on hilltop, staring over the city. She thinks of the well, of Tyler, of Linda. She kept her promises. She protected a child. She turned pain into hope. For the first time in many years, Laura smiles, truly, peacefully. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for more.